Hello everyone and welcome back. So today I am doing a video that I haven't really seen at all really. It's about some Joe Fresh makeup, and for those of you who don't know, Joe Fresh is a clothing brand that's held in our like Loblaws stores, so it's basically a grocery store, and they've come out with a pretty huge range of makeup brushes and makeup products. So I figured, you know what? So I'm going to give it a shot, and I've got a whole array of products here to test out and see what we can use. And without further ado, let's get into it. Turns out I bought two types of foundation. One of them is the foundation stick, and then the other one is a Daily Boost Fluid foundation. So for today's video, I'm going to try out the Joe Fresh. It contains antioxidants and it's hydrating, which is good because my skin's a little bit dry today. So I'm going to give this one a shot and see how it applies. And this is the shade Porcelain. So let's see. I'm going to just apply. Okay, so I just did 3 little pumps on the back of my hand. And I'm going to just dab it. Oh, it's a different kind of porcelain than I'm used to, but I'm not as tanned as I normally am at this time of year, so I don't really see that as being a problem. It looks like 3 pumps is usually enough to cover. I'm assuming it'll be more of a light coverage, but I don't know. Next, I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just wipe off the excess from my hand, and then let's go in and see how this applies. It's not bad. It's really light coverage. I wonder if I put like another coat on, if it would apply a little bit darker. It doesn't say on the bottle whether it's medium, full, or light coverage. I do have a couple blemishes here, which like I don't know where they came from because I never, knock on wood, ever get blemishes. And all of a sudden they just appeared last week, and I've been doing everything in my power to get rid of them. I mean, it's pretty decent coverage, I think. Let me try and see if I can add a little bit more and see how it applies with, so I just did really like 2 really tiny pumps, and I'm gonna add it more or less to the T-zone area, just the areas where I think I would have hoped for like a little bit more full coverage, but I mean, for a drugstore product, I'm really impressed how it applies. It's not too streaky. And so next I'm going to go in with the illuminating concealer, and this is in the shade Light. Nice brush. I like how it has a little bit of an angle to it. Get right in there. So let's see. It's a little bit pinkier than I thought. The foundation was more or less like a yellow tone. My skin's more or less like a yellow tone, so this pink concealer is throwing me off a little bit, but can always grab a new one of a different color. Okay, so I'll go back in with my beauty blender. It's not too shabby. It doesn't cover my blemishes as much, but maybe what I can do, I'll just go in with a little bit more of the concealer and just kind of spot those and see how. Yeah, I think it looks good. I mean, it doesn't cover my under eye circles as much as I would have hoped, and you can kind of see a little bit of the pigmentation where the foundation is, but I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. So the next thing I'm going to go in with is the Joe Fresh translucent loose powder, and it comes in this little dish. Just dump some out, I guess. Oh, okay, so I just closed it a little bit and then dumped out some of the product got everywhere. I just dumped in my mouth too. I just dumped some of the product out. It actually does come with this like little mirror inside of it, but I would never use that. Okay, so it comes out, it's super powdery. I don't know. It's not horrible. It's not thick, it's not like too cakey, it just gets everywhere. This is the Bronzer Duo Sun Kissed. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and contour with this a little bit. I think something just fell. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and contour with this a little bit. I'm going to go in with my good old handy Luxie Lush 504 brush, just to this darker shade a little bit. I'm gonna try. I think there's stuff. I mean, I'd hope so. I'm like really getting in there when I'm like, I don't think I've ever pressed that hard with trying to get product out before. I'm literally like, it feels like I'm almost scraping the bottom. It's not as pigmented as I thought it would be, at least coming straight from the pan. The color is perfect. I mean, for me who's pretty pale right now, it's like a perfect shade, not too dark. C329 contour brush by Crown Brushes, and I'm gonna take that like more shimmery shade and kind of shimmer my face up a little bit. So next we are going to go in with the Joe Fresh blush, and it's in the shade Peach Dream. So this Peach Dream has a little bit of a shimmer to it. So I'm going to go in with my very, very old Quo brush. I have no idea what number this is. It's literally all worn off. So let's just... Oh, this is pretty. I really like this. I didn't even have to tap it off the brush. I just wiped it in and... Oh, I really like this blush. Highlighters stick in the color Pure Glow. So I'm gonna go in with my finger with this one. Try and see if I can... Oh. What is that? Trying to see if I can just kind of like... There's all these like little broken pieces on the side. I don't know if my finger's working, so I may go in... Oh. All these little pieces everywhere. I literally feel like there's just like a streak of highlight on my face, because that's exactly what it looks like to me. I mean, I'm trying to blend it out a little bit. Let me see if I can... I'm trying to see if I can take more on this beauty blender and like... So I picked up the Joe Fresh, what is it even called? Brow pencil, easy as that, in the shade Taupe. And it actually comes with one side's a spoolie and then the other side is the pencil. So let me take the spoolie and just kind of brush through a little bit. It's very short and stubby, but it's super soft. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the brow pencil and just kind of pull it in. It's nice and creamy. I'm always hesitant with pencils because I always find myself like pushing so hard. I prefer something that's a little bit more gel-like or like a cream, just because I can get my brush in there and really apply a lot of it, because as you can see my brows are very light. I like this pencil. I really like this. I approve. Okay, so we've done the brows, we've done the rest of the face. Next I'm gonna go in, I just ended up picking up this like small little palette, and it comes with 3 different colors in it, and for someone who is new to makeup, who maybe just wants to get started, this is perfect. It actually tells you like 1, 2, 3 which ones you're supposed to be using right inside, and it gives you a little like description, so I think that's super cute. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in with shade 1 in the palette, and this is in what even? Cool Neutrals. This one. I think they had like 3 or 4 different options. So yeah, I'm gonna take, ooh, it's very pigmented, so I'm gonna go in. Next, I'm gonna go in with my MAC 217 on shade number 2. So according to the description, you're supposed to put shade number 2 on the inside, which is odd to me, but hey, we'll give it a shot. It's a little bit shimmery, so we will see, based on their description, what this look ends up being. So I'm gonna take a Crown C433 brush on shade number 3 that's in the palette. It's a matte shade. It's a little bit darker, and they tell you to put it on the outside, so. I'm going to take my Quo super banged up, I think it's the, oh yes, the eye smudger brush, and I'm going to go in with the second shade and just go like down here. A little bit of creasing in the corners of my eyes, but that usually happens with a lot of the colors that I have. And then now I'm going to go in with shade number 3 just over top of that one. Not bad. I'm going to go back in with this Crown brush C464, and it's super thin, and I'm going to take some of this lighter shade and kind of see if I can highlight my brow bone a little bit to brighten up the look. And then I'm going to take it on the inside corner of my eye because I need a little bit lighter in there. So next I bought the Hydrolyzed Nourishing Mascara, and this has argan oil in it, which that kind of drew me towards it because I had never seen a mascara that had argan oil before, but it's in the shade Black. Let's see. Oh, this is not the brush I was expecting. It's not giving me the volume that I want. Especially with such a dark, like, dark shadow, I was hoping that it would be, like, super, like, give me a lot of volume, so that way my lashes would kind of compensate for the dark look that I've got going on. Okay. So I put on a lot of coats, but that's okay. We'll make it work. So this is the Joe Fresh Long Wear Lip Veil, and it's in the shade Kiss. I have no idea if it's matte, if it's a gloss. I hate gloss. I don't like gloss at all. I really don't like this color either. But we're gonna give it a shot. Let's hope it works. Hello everyone, so it's currently 11 o'clock at night. I'm doing my final check-in for the video, just sort of like how it wore today. So just looking in the mirror, actually the foundation creased a lot. It seems very dewy. Underneath the eyes kind of wore out a little bit because you can really see my dark circles now. The mascara didn't last as long, and you can tell one eye sort of has more full lashes than the other side. Brows are fine. The eyeshadow was okay. There was a little bit of creasing, just natural creasing towards the middle on one of the eyes. That could be because I didn't put a lash or eyeshadow primer on. The foundation wore out around my nose, and I really didn't like the lip gloss, so I actually ended up taking it off right before I left home to go shopping because it was super sticky and I didn't like it. It was not a favorite of mine. But overall it was okay. I would probably recommend this to be for like a quick sort of look that you're not going to be wearing all day, just because it doesn't wear very well around the nose. I don't know if you can see it, like it's actually all building up right here and it's all like really gooey. So I don't know if I'd really recommend the foundation, maybe with a different type of primer. I did actually buy a stick foundation, so maybe that's something that I can try in another video. But overall, like the highlight, I don't think it really showed at all. Yeah, the mascara kind of flaked all over my face today. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not something that I'd really recommend if you're going to be wearing it all day. So I'd say this is like half and half. Like I like some products and I don't like the others, so we can always test it out again to see maybe in the winter time how it applies. Maybe just because it was so humid out that my makeup kind of got all over the place. But I definitely would not recommend the mascara, the lip gloss. The bronzer I enjoyed. It's a nice light one. The highlight I would not recommend. Foundation, it's okay. I mean, it's a foundation. I'm going to try out this stick foundation to see how it goes. The translucent powder was fine. I don't know if that's something that would either help or hurt the foundation. I can't tell. I guess we'll only really be able to find out if I test out the foundation stick. But yeah, the brow pencil was nice. I really enjoyed it. It stayed on really well and it blended out really nicely when you did it with the spoolie. But yeah, I mean, the eyeshadow was nice. I don't know if I'd recommend these colors for someone like me. I'm super pale and I don't necessarily like the super dark ones unless I'm going in with a really nice metallic in the middle. That's about all I have for today. If you enjoyed this testing out video, then please let me know down below. And like I said before, follow my social media. If you have any video suggestions, then let me know. And I will see you on my next video.